Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm here to finally prove to you why the affirmative team believes that 70 is the new 65. Today I will point out what we believe to be the three main areas of clash. We believe these two main areas of clash, to be, will there be economic benefits from implementing our model? And secondly, will there be any health risks of implementing our model or health effects? And thirdly, will society as a whole benefit from the change that we are suggesting? Ladies and gentlemen, we believe that the first area of clash is, will there be economic benefits from implementing our model? And ladies and gentlemen, we believe that this idea clearly falls in our favour. The negating team really hasn't combated this idea, ladies and gentlemen. We told you straight from the start that by 2050, there will be between 1 and 1.5 million New Zealanders, ladies and gentlemen. That is a quarter of our population over the age of 65. We believe that this will be costing the state $17,300,000,000 per year. We believe this is an extraordinary drain on the state's resources, which are already stretched by the recession and crises such as those in Canterbury. We believe that in order to save money, we should increase the retirement age to 70, ladies and gentlemen. This could save us up to $100 billion every 20 years, ladies and gentlemen. We believe that if we implemented this move today, we could save $200 billion before 2050, ladies and gentlemen. And we believe that this money could go into society and create noticeable benefits, but I'll move on to that shortly. We believe that these savings will allow the government to not take money away from younger people, ladies and gentlemen. We believe that if our model is not increased and the state has to spend increasing sums of money on pensioners, they will have to take that money from somewhere. And Brittany told you that that money was either going to be borrowed or cut from our budgets, ladies and gentlemen. And we believe that none of those two options are acceptable in whatever happens, ladies and gentlemen. We believe that this is unfair. We believe that if you're taking money away from school, you are hurting the children, ladies and gentlemen. You're hurting the future of our country. And we believe this is unfair on those children because they will form the basis of our society in the future. Yes.
Are you accusing that our New Zealand government is corrupt? Are you saying that we...
Ladies and gentlemen, corruption, ladies and gentlemen. No, there was no way it could possibly cause corruption, and there was no way that I was even suggesting corruption, ladies and gentlemen. The third speaker of the opposing team has brought up a silly idea, and we should really ignore it and move on because it's out of context. Ladies and gentlemen, we believe that as a result of stopping the government taking money away from education and other such essential areas such as health to fund the pension, this will be benefiting the children. We believe the children are the future, and we believe that if they're educated well, our economy will be able to advance. So we have this really cool mix of things. We're having the old people experience, and we're having the new, fresh, young people with education coming in, and we'll get this really diverse mix that will lead to a great economy, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the second area of clash that we identified is the risks to health. Now, the opposing team have tried to convince you that, as we get older, our brains decline. Now, sure, we accept that. But what we think is that, and they also talk about stress, how we get older, we get stressed, blah, 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 blah. But we believe there's stress in any job, whether you're 30, 40, 50, or 60, ladies and gentlemen. And so we believe it's really kind of weird that they would say, when you're 65, you're suddenly so much more relevant to stress than when you're at 64, ladies and gentlemen. Because we believe that age is a declining thing. As we said to you, we believe that 70 is the new 65. We believe that as advances have been made in healthcare, and as advances have been made in the health of our population and the living conditions that our population lives in, their health has improved. Now, we believe that this reduces some of the detrimental effects that the opposing team is talking about and that they're trying to convince us exist when they actually really don't, ladies and gentlemen. We believe that because we're getting this gradual decline, and Hannah talked about how, when the retirement age was set, it was 60 years old, and people were living to 75. When people started to live to 80, thanks to increases in healthcare, we increased the retirement age to 70, ladies and gentlemen. And the question the affirmative team would like to ask is, why have we suddenly disrupted this pattern and said, we'll allow people to live for 20 years on the pension instead of the 15 years which has existed in the past, ladies and gentlemen. We believe that 15 years is a long time to live on the pension, and we believe it's a fair time. We believe it allows older people to bond with their grandchildren and children before they die, and we believe it's totally irrelevant when the opposing team said, people are only living to 75, ladies and gentlemen. I think they are reading statistics from several decades ago, ladies and gentlemen.
Point of information.
We believe that, you won't be working to the day you die because most New Zealanders are now dying around the age of 85, ladies and gentlemen. We believe that 70 cannot be confused with 85. And the final idea we'd like to talk about is the benefits to society. Ladies and gentlemen, we've told you how because we won't be sucking resource from areas such as education to pay for the pension, we'll be seeing this societal blossom. We believe that society will be improving as we get this mix of economic factors coming in from the younger educated people who are getting the resources they need to learn. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we believe if the status quo continues on as it is, as the negating team wants to convince you that it should do, we'll end up with this detrimental idea where we're ending up with younger people who do not have the resource that they fairly deserve for them to learn, ladies and gentlemen. And we believe this is unfair because children are the future. And we believe this is important, and we believe that it's unfair for the government to be cutting its budgets and be taking resources away from different areas across society that actually really need it, ladies and gentlemen, in order to be funded as a pension. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've pointed out the 3 areas of clash today. We believe these are that there will be huge economic benefits from our implementing models. There will be no risk to health because healthcare is improving. And thirdly, society will blossom as a result of imposing this. 70 is the new 65.